The latest Fallout 76 patch is available for download, and at 29.5 gigabytes, it packs a lot. The first thing I want to bring up is crafting. Changes have been made in crafting. This is more of a feature on balances. Early on, players discovered crafting throwing knives and tomahawks was cheap and could sell for profit. Not to mention these things hit like a truck early on in the game. Unfortunately, these two items will cost more source materials, though it hasn't been stated how many or of what these source materials are, and they can no longer be sold to vendors for a profit. But as far as I can tell from the patch notes, the damage done has not been decreased or increased. There are also a number of balance changes. The damage resistance and health for the Scorched are increased at mid to high level. Super mutants at mid to high levels have their stats decreased, and melee damage is increased in various mid to high level enemies, like Mirelix. Yay? And events now require 1 hour and 12 minutes, or 72 minutes to restart instead of the old 45 minutes. There are several bug fixes as well. Enemies will no longer be fixed in the T-pose when they die. I'm sure we've seen that across numerous Bethesda games. I have seen that many a times, especially in Skyrim. Graphics have had a bit of a fix. There is an issue that could cause artifacting to display on the character's hands and weapons while inside Whitespring and playing in the first person. It's a pretty niche one. However, you Xbox users will fix an issue causing the game would appear darker than it intended to, so you can actually probably see what you're doing. I'm sure that's going to be nice. Water will no longer flicker or flash white in building interiors. Workshops, powered objects placed at workshops now correctly play animations and sound effects. This is good because I think in my workshop I wasn't getting this actually. And workbenches for the PlayStation 4, item previews no longer exhibit visual issues when attempting to modify weapons and workbenches. I actually got this one on PC a bit as well, so hopefully it's fixed there. As for audio, the voice chat on Xbox Live, you can set it to correctly limit the in-game voice chat to Xbox Live friends instead of hearing everybody. And if you select Play with Team from the main menu, it no longer causes voice chat to stop functioning for non-leader teammates. So some very, again, small and niche things that were probably happening quite often. These weren't things I ran into too much because I wasn't doing very much group play at all. Successfully defending a workshop no longer awards more aid items than intended. I'm kind of sad about that one. I would love more aid items than intended. Some of the quests, I Am Become Death, launching a nuke will now complete the I Am Become Death quest for all teammates, and completing First Contact and Thirst Things First quests no longer award more aid items than intended, again. There's a lot of user interface stuff for languages. Improvements have been made for the text for different languages, such as Russian, Simplified Chinese, Traditional Chinese, and Japanese. And blueprints now accept names that utilize those characters as well, which is nice. Running Fallout 76 with language options to Traditional or Simplified Chinese no longer causes the game to launch in English anyways. There's a login for us PC users, fix the issue which would prevent us from logging on, which had happened to me before. And resolution on PC has had a bit of a tweak so that adjusting your Windows display scaling no longer causes the game to launch in a lower resolution than expected. You think you're in high, but you get low. And also on PC, the lighting quality setting can now be correctly changed to high. I'm pretty excited about that myself. I can't wait to see that in game today. Map markers no longer disappear when attempting to respawn after dying while over-encumbered and possessing no caps. That's another very niche one that's happened. Players will no longer encounter failed to reconnect to team error message at the main menu screen. It sounded very frustrating. I never ran into that one. There's also a fixed issue that can prevent players from seeing each other on the social menu after adding each other as friends. Also, that one I did see come up a lot on Reddit, actually, on the Fallout 76 subreddit. People were complaining about that. And attempting to trade with a player who is entering power armor no longer causes the game client to become unresponsive. That is very strange. I've seen different variants of problems with power armor popping up. If anyone watches Oxborn's videos, they could see at the end of his first day of beta from home, he had some problems with power armor at the end of the stream. This is going to be in today's patch for November the 6th. Well, this patch was available since last night on November 5th. And, you know, there's various patch number versions. So anyways, happy hunting. Maybe I'll see you out there. I'm particularly I get why they rebalanced the throwing knives, but I'm a little sad about that myself because they were easy to make, and I felt like a nice, easy thing to start off in-game, early on in-game, help with survivability, but I guess that doesn't help with the challenge of the game. So, we will see you in Appalachia, or Appalachia, however you wish to pronounce it. We will see you in the Wasteland, one way or another.